Hi, this is Papa John Bug, and you're listening to Rock On Radio.
Well, that's a good opener, Art, given that it's the 50th anniversary of Woodstock this summer.
Woohoo.
Papa John, longtime bass player with Richie Havens. He wasn't at Woodstock, but he...
Besides, I've had that sitting on my computer for like 3 months. And I had to edit it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's him,
Right.
Charlie Cal.
Mhm.
I forgot I had a couple of, but they're all in the collection now.
Nice.
There you go. We'll have to... we need some new openers. Why not, right?
We do. We have to remember to do them when we have people here.
Hello, everybody. It's Sunday night at 7 o'clock. We are live on coaradio.com and societybitesradio.com. This is Rock On Radio. I am your host, Danny Coleman, and I am joined by engineer Arch.
Hello.
Hey, and our producer, Claire.
Hello.
What title would you like this week? You are the chocolate lady.
Queen of
I am.
chocolate.
I gotta
The
pick
religious,
a title.
the religious advisor.
Right. Producer works.
Producer. Would you like executive producer?
Oh, I got a promotion.
Executive chocolate producer.
Executive, there you go.
I have to produce chocolate too
You
much.
just
No.
take whatever title you want.
I don't get a raise with it, so it doesn't matter.
Sure you do.
Yes.
Here's a job.
Because there's only, remember, because there's only one. Lord of the Overworld.
Oh no.
That's funny. There's actually a movie that's.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
Yarn.
just something I said off the cuff.
Yeah, when I go out looking for movies, I'm like, look, Lord of the Overworld.
Take that to Danny.
Starring Danny Coleman.
That's it.
Like one of those creepy ones? Probably. Hey, I do. I'm a web designer too. Actually, Art and I have been he's been helping me out.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead. Tell them what you've been doing.
Yeah, so we are working on updating our new website. That's kind of weird. But if you go to Danny Coleman's rockonradio.com
Yes.
or DCROR will get you there quicker. And you can click on and see all the cool stuff because you are the big winner. We updated that today.
We did?
We did.
You're the
I did.
best.
I just updated it. You're the big
I was
winner
expecting
today.
for him to bring like chili samples with him.
I think he's sick of chili
I
at this
ran
point. Because
I
he
ran
took
out of
first
chili.
place today. Good job.
We did in Woodbridge. Yep. I ran out of chili, actually. At 10 minutes to 2. The
Oh,
contest
no.
was on at 2 o'clock. I mean, literally scraped the bottom of the crock.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
was Rock on chili.
Literally.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. Mhm.
And that's like not a popular vote. That was a
That was a judging, yes.
nice.
Mhm. So that was fun. And it will be, if there's anybody listening who's in the Woodbridge, New Jersey area, the owner will be calling me this week, and sometime over the next week or so, it'll be on the menu at JJ Bidding and Company.
Cool.
Did you have to sell them the recipe or did you have to make it and drop it?
I have to go there and make it.
Oh, wow. You could tell them what to buy, though?
Yeah, I got to make like 6 gallons of chili.
Wow.
So
You get to use it in their industrial
yeah, so
kitchen.
I
though.
can make 6 gallons in the amount of time it takes me to make 1 crock.
I think
Right.
we need to take Danny to Shark Tank. Get some
Shark
investors.
Tank,
That's the third person that said that.
They do food at Shark Tank? Actually, that's my
They'll
They'll
cousin.
do anything that's going to make money.
My first cousin is Barbara Corcoran.
Is it really?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Good. See,
She's
you got
my
an in.
first cousin.
Cool, yeah. Sell something.
No, you don't have an in because she.
She's
really
not on the
doesn't
show
have
anymore
any
anyway.
clue. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, we bought her cabin at the lake. It's her parents' cabin that we did. But she visited. She kind of knows me. I'm like the
Yeah,
little
you
tiny
notice-
cousin.
You
Like,
notice she
you
went
are-
from the
Yeah.
first cousin
Right,
to
right.
Well,
she
her
kinda
brother.
Hey, this is the lady that cleans my house.
She's one of 10 kids. She's one of 10 kids.
Okay.
So her brother is younger, and I.
So
he
they don't
lives
even know
like-
each other, really.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, they all know.
I got one sister. She's 5 years younger than me. I haven't seen her since I was 6.
She was one. Huh?
She was 1.
Yeah, okay.
Such an age difference. We never talked.
Anyway, go ahead. You're
Anyway.
at Shark Tank.
Rock on Radio is brought to you this evening by the very hot sauce that went into the chilies and Archer hot sauce.
Wow.
D.L. Byron. That's right.
Super
Grammy Award
One of these
winning
days I'm
hot
gonna see
sauce
some.
maker.
Yeah, no, we're not.
He is. He really is. He's a great. He won a Grammy and he makes hot sauce. And it's
But
just
you
we-
can't find it on the
that's a
internet.
natural
We
progression,
never
right?
get to see any.
No, you don't.
Because it goes in the chili. Yeah.
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
we
how
don't
do you
like
get
chili.
it?
We don't get to
I
see
could-
any chili either. So
Yeah, notice
Yeah.
that.
A cold winter night like tonight, it would be
It
good.
would
Right?
be
look at that, man. We're
perfect.
here in a snowstorm
He
putting this show on,
promised.
and you didn't bring us any chili.
He promised us.
I brought you.
I got a hot plate.
We didn't bring any.
Rock On Radio is also brought to you by
Moving on.
CPA Jody Weber,
April
actress
15th.
Eileen Sullivan. That's
Mhm.
right. Johnny's Auto Glass. Johnny Alberici.
Mhm.
He's also our sponsor. O'Connor's American Bar and Grill of
Mhm.
Mount Holly. The official caterers of the Rock On Radio Christmas Spectacular.
Carousel Arts. No.
No, they have signed on to
Ah.
sponsor, and there's some we cannot announce it yet.
Ah, sorry. Well, you told me it was a sponsor, so I was going to update the website.
They have signed on to sponsor the Rock On Radio 10th
Oh, 10th anniversary.
Anniversary.
Party. Oh.
Spectacular.
celebration bash
Bash.
at the
That's
Asbury
right.
Hotel, which is
That was my name.
April 24th.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank our sponsors for that. Actually, are Bob Makin Waves column,
Mm-hmm.
Carousel Arts, New
Mhm.
Jersey Stage
Mm-hmm.
magazine, and online
Gary
site.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, I owe big time because he took a press release that I wrote and essentially fixed it.
Well, that's good.
Or in his words, tweaked it, which I began sending out. So if you want to interview me, just call 609-241-7103
Set it up.
and Art will set up that appointment for you. Who else is our sponsors?
If you don't answer the phone, just leave a voicemail.
No, that's it. That's it for our 6 people for
That's
our
it,
show.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
okay. I thought.
That's it.
Yeah,
So
that's
far.
the,
But if you would like to be a sponsor of our show,
that's true. All you have to do, if you want to sponsor Rock On Radio, all you have to do is make a donation to City of Angels. cityofangelsnj.org. Make a donation, and I don't care if it's $1. We will make you a sponsor of this program for 30 days. Just make sure you put in the comments that Rock On Radio is how you found out. So we'll give you that.
Yep.
Right, Art?
Put it on Rock On Radio. You can put Danny. You can put Chili. We'll figure it out, man.
Chili miser.
yeah, he's a chili miser.
That's all right. I
Let us
forgot.
make it anything.
I forgot it. It's in the fridge again.
Oh, see, he keeps saying he's going to bring you a little
had
bit of chili.
Last
to
week's
taste.
batch, I took some out for you guys.
Yeah.
And it never made it.
Never
here.
made
Never
it
made
here.
it here. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Ain't got nothing.
but that's that.
Yeah.
Let's see, 609-241-7103 if you want to call and join in tonight, because we have with us. You want to go by MA or you want to go by Mark? We have MARC. We have Mark Tappin is here, and he has brought along Paula
Aldarelli.
Aldarelli. There you go. Of Earthshare Rocks. Woohoo! For those of you at home, I'm going to do the big Earthshare Rocks dance.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's okay. It's radio.
No, we can see it on
Oh.
YouTube. Hey, those at home.
Those that are watching on radio, they're
Uh-huh.
inundating me with dance requests.
Yeah.
Prove it. Come on.
I want to see screenshots now.
I want it now. I want proof.
No, but they are here to join us to talk about the Earthshare Rocks, Earthshare NJ Rocks benefit at the Stone Pony on March the 23rd,
Mhm.
which is coming up quick. And we have a pair of tickets to give away a little bit later in the program. Right, Paula?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Love it. And of course, they're featuring Mark's band,
Mhm.
his Troubadours, the
Dirty
Dirty Shine. We have the New Soul Rebellion. We have Free Pass, the Troubles, and DJ Lee Rowicki. So
It's going to be a
That's
great
cool.
night.
Sounds good.
fantastic, as I'm told. Fantastic. If you want to reach out to us, you can do so on the aforementioned website, which is what?
On mine? Danny Coleman's rockonradio.com.
That's it.
Okay.
Shoot.
Sorry, I was trying to post a picture to Facebook.
Paying
and I
attention.
got them. Can't do so many things. You put me on the spot.
You expect me to remember my own website?
Yeah.
Okay. DCROR.com
It's your
or
initials.
Danny
for
Coleman's
Pete's sake.
rockonradio.com. You can find us there. You can find us on Facebook, which I will be monitoring this evening. Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio 2, the number 2 on Facebook.
You can go on YouTube.
Twitter and Instagram at Rock on Radio, all one word, all capital letters.
And they can join us on YouTube.
And we're live on YouTube.
And we're live on YouTube, which you can do by going to coaradio.com and click on the Watch
YouTube
Danny
link.
Dance link.
Yes.
We
There wasn't, but there's going to be one now.
Oh, we have to do a compilation, like we'll
If
edit
you
it all
go to the
together.
website, you can see the pictures that you took of me.
I'm gonna get a little
dancing.
animated-
Yeah, but they don't know if that's dancing. Or
I'm going
not.
to get a
It's
little
like
animated
stills.
Danny when you go to the website.
Oh,
There'll be a
no.
little animated Danny
I
dance.
can make a little
You're gonna help
claymation.
me?
I'll do a little. I make claymation. I'll do a little puppet.
These little bitmojis. That's what you need. A little dancing bitmoji.
Like,
Demoji.
what's that thing called at Christmas where they put your face on an elf? What are they called?
Oh yeah, those
Jib
are
jabs?
crazy. Yeah.
Jib jabs. Yeah. Be Dan Mans instead of jib jabs.
Dan Mojis.
All right. Let's get right to it. Now that we've wasted the first 10 minutes.
That's okay. We still have more time.
What's up?
What is up, man? I don't know. It's been a while since I've been here. So a lot of stuff has been up. Doing more with the band. The band has grown. Last time I saw you, we were still a 3-piece. We got 6 of us now. So there's that.
Wow, what did you add?
People mostly. No, we have 2 wonderful.
We're still a 3-piece.
We're still a 3-piece.
There's 3 other instruments that
Yeah.
just
They
stay
just
on
show up.
stage.
They really just show up. Which we appreciate them for showing up. We have two wonderful female singers with us, Kat Verderosa and Tia Bacher. I don't know if you know Tia from Cincinnati or what else was she? She was in Blue.
I know that name.
Yeah, Tia Bacher's been around. Wonderful singers, both of them. And then we have the fabulous Emily Grant on saxophone.
Okay.
Yeah, just making that 3-piece blues power trio sound bigger and fuller and jazzier. So yeah,
That's a beautiful thing.
it's a beautiful thing. Yeah,
I agree. I love the blues.
yeah.
I do. So how do you? Paul is here from
Right.
our chair, and
Right,
you're part of this big gig, which is
Yeah, we were
essentially
fortunate.
why you're here. But
We were asked last year to perform at it, and it was a great benefit. We always like to do some charity. I don't want to say charity things, but play for fundraisers, perform at places where what we're doing is not selling merch and trying to get likes and thumbs up and whatnot, but doing something for an organization that is trying to better the earth. And if we can help out by playing our songs, and that's what you guys want us to do, then yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we got asked to do that last year. We did it, and it was a great event. Again, it was much bigger and better and more fun than just a normal night at the Pony. And they asked us to do it again this year, and we got a little bit more involved as far as trying to get we have celebrity speakers. We had Stu Coogan did the emceeing last year.
oh, nice.
Yeah, and he did it as a favor to a friend of somebody, and he came in, did a great job emceeing. This year we went out, and Lee Maricki, again through a connection, was really excited to get involved and is going to come out and MC the thing properly. And yeah, so it's going to be a great night. I know there's a lot of speakers. We have Aloha Rick coming through. He's going to give a little presentation on basically how the environment affects him and his community, the surfer community, and some of the works that some of these organizations that Paul and our chair are involved in, how they affect him and his community, how Surf Rider, gets affected by the things that are these programs that are being funded by our chair. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on besides just a night of music at the Pony. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm excited to be part of it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Paul.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
sorry.
Sounds so devious.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
Tell us what your plan is.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, this is the 3rd annual.
Well, tell us what our chair is first.
Okay.
Tell us how that came about.
Well, Earthshare New Jersey was formed in 1994 to help raise money and awareness for New Jersey's environmental organizations. The great thing about the organization is it was the nonprofits that formed Earthshare New Jersey. And they did that because they figured having one entity to go out and represent them was more cost effective. And rather than, 20 people running around the state trying to do something, there was one entity doing that on behalf of all of them. Now, since we were formed, and this is also our 25th anniversary year, so it also makes the night a little bit bigger. We've raised over $6.2 million for these nonprofits across New Jersey, and also some around the country, which is great. Our groups address a myriad of issues. So anything that's affecting air, water, land, wildlife here in New Jersey, from the Atlantic to the Delaware, from the Highlands down to Cape May, these are the groups that are doing that work. Some of these groups are real grassroots organizations, which are fully volunteer-led, groups like Friends of Liberty State Park. And some of these groups are the really high-profile nonprofits in the state, like New Jersey Audubon, New Jersey Conservation, and the Pinelands Preservation Alliance. And you've got a bunch of these other groups that people know about, but they don't really know. They've heard them. Groups like Save Barnegat Bay, groups like the Wetlands Institute, groups like the Greater Newark Conservancy. I could just sit here all night throwing names at you, but
Yeah, we got to.
How many are there? Or like a total? What's your total?
well, we're in the process of renewing memberships right now, so I can't give you an exact number. Probably around 20. 20 New Jersey based, but we've got over 40 national environmental groups that are also part of us. The unique thing about this event is it supports the local environmental organization. So it really goes to the groups. Surfrider Foundation is a local member, Monmouth Conservation Foundation, Isles here in the city of Trenton. So groups that really make an impact on your life. These are groups, you might have kids that go out to these great nature centers and they learn about animals, and they learn about photosynthesis, and they learn about water quality and all these different things. These are the groups that are helping to make that happen. So it's really important to help continue their work because change happens when people learn how to stop doing stupid things, right? So we want people to stop doing stupid things, start doing smarter things, and that's what these groups do.
I'm doomed.
Yeah, you really are.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Nothing like the support of your
You can always-
coworkers.
I concur.
Today could be your, turn over a new leaf. This is it.
Literally.
My fig leaf?
Literally.
No, please leave that on.
Well, even if you don't, there's something that I thought of the other day was, trying to come up with a thought of how does this affect the everyday person who's not really super involved, right? And the importance of an event like this, and really what Paula and her organization are doing is, if I'm the person who I want to care, but I just don't have the time to care, I don't really have the resources to really know what's going on in the wetlands, say, and that it's being protected. This event and what Paula does funds those organizations that are doing that work, so you can at least get the update on your phone and say, yeah, okay, that place is right, and they're doing the right thing there. So that's I like that as the importance of what you're doing. So,
Yeah, and that's the other great thing, which Mark was alluding to earlier. We're going to have some of these groups coming out Night at the Stone Pony and sharing just tidbits. You're not going to get lectures. You're not going to get a half an hour speech about what you should be doing. We're just going to be talking briefly about some of the important work that's happening, how it's positively impacting the quality of life for people in New Jersey. So that's what it's all about. We all want to live in a cleaner, healthier, and greener place, right? We don't want to have to go outside and, talk about asthma in the state of New Jersey. You've got so many air pollution issues, and you've got water pollution issues, and you've got water quality issues, and you've got land conservation and all these. It's overwhelming. So we kind of will have that venue, literally, for people to come and learn a little bit about a lot of different things. Nothing overwhelming, nothing pressured, but it's kind of raising money and awareness all at the same time.
and there's food.
And there's food.
There's
Even
food.
better.
And there's food.
I
Yeah.
see that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're
Well, actually, you don't see it. It's not on there. But
Mm.
actually, we had a conversation. Jersey Mike's is donating some of the refreshments for us this year, so that's really great.
nice.
Awesome.
Now,
Investors Bank. No, what
No,
are you
I'm
looking
thinking
at?
she's talking about Earthshare and God's creatures and all that stuff. And then there's Cooper Pest Control as one of the sponsors. We love everybody but the insects.
Well, it's interesting. One of the
They
things
make
about
you
Cooper that
good.
people don't know is that they're not one of the pest companies that go out and do massive pest treatments. They don't, do widespread. They do spot treatments so that if the chemicals aren't going everywhere, they're going where they need to go to solve the problems. And that's one of the reasons why they were not only one of our corporate partners, but they are also on our board of directors.
She
There's
said
all
that.
those things that are non-toxic. You know what I mean?
This is
Just-
true.
Yeah.
You said that. I'm like picturing like some guy from Cooper sitting in the corner of some kitchen with a water pistol. There's a roach.
Just shooing him. Just shoot him away.
Like a shooting gallery.
Please leave. Please go.
Sweeping them out. Shoo, shoo, go
I'll go ahead, sitting there
Out,
having a beer with 1,000 Lager.
I haven't seen that. I haven't heard that.
Stick around, you will.
Oh, you might hear a lot of it. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I am Danny Coleman. My guests tonight are Mark Tappin and Paula Aldarelli. And why did my computer go out? Oh well.
Oh well. Oops.
That's
Is it
the
plugged
problem.
in?
Yeah.
Dozing.
You
No,
sure?
shouldn't be. There we go. It just died.
Did the warranty
There you
just
go.
run out yesterday?
Yeah, right.
Probably ran out a long time ago.
Oh, there you go.
Like mine.
You're back.
Now it's blue.
Oh, now it's blue.
Ooh, the blue screen of death.
Ooh,
That's a swirling vortex.
You better check.
Never
the,
good.
You better check the internet.
No, I
It's
can
good
see it
for
from
me.
here.
We're still on.
Yeah, we're good.
He's back to DOS.
That's a problem.
He's back.
WordStar 2000 boot up
Here,
disk.
hey, Donnie, here's a,
What it says.
here's a
DOS
5 1/4 inch
2.0.
floppy disk.
WordStar 2000.
Been there, done that. All right, this is Rock on Radio. If you want to give us a call tonight, 609-241-7103. And one of the bands I'll be playing is Mark's band called The Dirty Shot. Excuse me. The Dirty Shot. I got choked up.
You
It's a very,
did.
it's a very long
Aw.
name. Yeah.
How did you guys come up with that name?
The name? The name actually was said to me. So when I was a young lad, I was 20. I was living on the streets in San Francisco, and I was walking down the street one morning on the way to my morning job, which is I cleaned apartments. And was walking down the street, and I had on some less than clean but more than dirty, cleaner than dirty clothes on, and these two older guys were on the corner just having their morning cup of coffee and talking, and he kind of, one of the guys caught me out of the corner of his eye, and he was like, he just said to me, he goes, look at this guy right here. He's like, you're dirty, but you got shine. He's like, you got some dirty shine, kid. And he was, every 5 was walking by, and I walked on, and I was like, thank you. That was good. So that kept with me, and then
Stuck with you.
stuck with me.
Now, the irony of that is you said you
Mhm.
were living on the streets of San Francisco,
Mm.
yet you cleaned apartments.
Mm.
Couldn't get somebody to give you one of those apartments?
Give me an apartment in San Francisco.
why not?
I've heard of it happening.
It's called the movies.
Yeah. When I moved out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we've got them.
It happened on Full House. I don't see why it wouldn't happen in
Exactly,
real life.
right? You could have moved in there.
Yeah.
Till the quake came and washed everything away.
Yeah.
Crumbled it.
I slept through an earthquake once.
Did you?
I was out there at an earthquake, yeah. In San Diego, though.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
well, it's not as earth moving, I don't think, as
Yeah.
It was earthquake.
being one.
Yeah, being one. It was,
Doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
Why
I was
don't
here in New
live there
Jersey, and there was
anymore.
no.
Well, you're in LA and Frisco, you're used to 5.7 or higher.
Oh,
You're in San Diego. it
No,
might
you
be
never
like
get used to
you
that.
know.
No, that was
far from
big.
Was it?
Yeah, they shake down there.
Yeah.
it's all the same fault.
Shakedown Street.
It's their fault.
5.5 is a 5.5.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't. Do they get them that large
Yeah.
in San Diego?
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe so. I believe that was up there.
I lived in San Diego for like 4 years. That's why I don't live there anymore.
What part?
Chula Vista.
Chula Vista.
Chula
Very
Vista.
nice.
Drop the Chula Vista.
Hmm.
Well, why don't we do some music? Why don't we
Okay,
do
yeah.
some music? And then we'll come back and we'll talk about earth share and pest control, whatever else.
Whatever else pops into our heads.
Paula's got a whole list of things. She's got like the equivalent of War and Peace there in front of her.
She does her
She's
job well.
prepared,
She's
man.
prepared.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Got to do my homework.
Are we on?
Oh yeah, what are you
All right.
gonna do there?
I don't know. I'll do a song. It's kind of a true story. It's called 30 Days in Hell.
Kind of.
Kind of. We can talk about it.
Is that
Hope you like it. Not long ago, I was wrongly accused. Not too long ago, I was wrongly accused. But the Lord up above, yeah, I was born to lose. Just put me on my track, thinking about some other man. Just put me on my track, thinking about some other man. Yeah. Put the shackles on my legs. Some take my baby's hand. Yeah. They got on my bed. Yeah. It's hot days in the year, lonely nights here in my cell. Hot days in the year, oh, lonely nights here in my cell. 30 years on that wall, 7 days left in my head. There's 30 days left in my head. I'm walking out every phone man. 30 days left in my head. I'm walking out every phone man. When I find this giving off, yeah. And I'll be right back here again. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Somewhere in there.
Yes, you look like you wanted to say something there, Miss Claire.
Said woohoo.
Oh,
Woohoo.
woohoo! Nice. See, I'm telling you. This is Rock on Radio. That was Mark Tappin. That is Paula Aldarelli. This right here, pay attention, people at home, is Earthshare, New Jersey. Big gig at the Stone Pony, and you can find them at earthsharenj.org, right? For more information. Is that how they buy tickets as well?
Yes, they can go directly to our website, earthsharenj.org.
Okay.
Click through, buy your tickets, cheaper in advance. Just
Mm-hmm.
saying. Save yourself a few bucks.
Mm.
$20, you get a phenomenal show. You also get a light snack, and you also get a free event T-shirt.
Ooh, like
there you
that.
go, for $20.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me clarify that. The first 300 to arrive get a free event
That's
T-shirt.
There you
nice.
go.
Yes.
So 301, you're going to be a
Yes,
little cooler,
Emma.
but you know.
Mhm. Speaking of which, we got new merch.
Yes, you
We
did.
have new merch.
Exciting.
Art's got the T-shirt somewhere.
I do.
We
In my
have
bag.
T-shirt.
He stuffed it in his
I
bag.
hid it.
Thanks. Claire, you have a tank top.
I do. That's cool.
So we have.
I didn't bring it in.
You bring it in.
Sorry.
We
I
have-
stuffed it in my bag too.
We have T-shirts. We have tank tops. We have new coffee mugs coming. These are different than the other coffee
Ooh.
mugs,
Different
which
than these
Claire is
ones?
modeling there. Yep. The new ones are black with a yellow inside.
Nice. Do I
The
get one of
Rock on
those
Radio
too?
logo.
Or do I have to have the old one?
Leave it in the car.
No, I'll model it. I can model it. I'm just not modeling a tank top.
Okay. We've got new
Sorry.
we've got new Rock on Radio pens
talking
on the
line.
way. We've got hats that came in.
Nice. I'm not modeling that either.
Why?
I don't know. Mess with my hair.
Paula,
What?
See,
you're a female.
I am.
would you wear a hat and mess
Glad you
your hair up?
noticed. Thank you.
She's observant.
She's got beautiful hair.
She does.
I'm not wearing a hat. Sorry. Ain't happening.
Shows art.
But you know what? I'll bet you if she was
Beautiful
working
hair.
outside, she'd wear a hat.
Yeah. I have a special hat. I do. All right. I do.
If she was at an outdoor event.
This is kind of like
promoting-
she's my first cousin. All right, well, I don't want you to do that. This is how it started. See, notice that progression there?
All right. I'd
All
wear a
right,
hat.
see how it
All
happens?
right.
That's all right.
Where'd he go?
Art
gone.
just- He bolted.
He left.
Is he looking for a hat?
He's gonna come back modeling all your clothes now.
Yeah, right.
He's going to the car.
He's going to get his beautiful hair
It's
too.
called peer pressure.
Why did he cue up RuPaul on the playback?
Nope.
Yep, here he
Oh,
comes.
there it is.
He's coming back.
Is
It is snowing out there.
it
That's what they say.
The roads are covered.
better out there than in
Ah.
here? Well, we won't only keep you till 9.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah.
Let's keep us
I
here
get
later.
choked up
That's
again.
fine.
All right. So how did you get involved with Earthshare?
Well, I've been here for 15 years now.
Okay.
I came on board when I first joined the organization. We didn't have a home. They were going through some organizational changes, and they kind of laid it out and said, "Do you want to run the show?" I said, "Sure, I'll give it a shot." We've done a lot of different things over the last 15 years. We've evolved. The first thing we did was get an office. That was nice. It's kind of important to have a home, have a place that people can relate to and connect with. And we also expanded some of our programs and services. In the beginning, we just did workplace giving programs where people could donate through payroll deduction to their favorite charity. And over the years, we've evolved that. That is still one of the things that we do. We support businesses and government employees all over the state that they can give to the environmental charity of their choice. We make sure that option is there for them. But we also do a tremendous amount of volunteerism right now, connecting corporations and people with our nonprofits to do volunteer programs. We bring environmental education to the workplace so that people can come in and learn. We've had situations, as a matter of fact, at Cooper Press Solutions that you have there previously. They had an employee event, an annual meeting, and we actually had one of our members, Woodford Cedar Run, bring in some of their owls. And these owls were rocking out to the music. I tell you, they were sitting there, their heads are popping like this with the music. They loved it. They were screeching and everything else with it. Not in tune, but they were screeching with it. It was pretty fun. You know, it's
Head
amazing.
banging out.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, just like you, screeching, moving
They
your arms
were.
around. You're
There
like,
you go.
oh yeah, no.
Now,
Oh,
if we had a side by side, we'd be good there.
Just like the owl.
who does?
Kind of. Just fluff this out a little bit more. That's all.
Well, when I take the headphones off, I actually got an afro.
You're set. Great. But yeah, so we've done a lot of different things over the years, and 3 years ago, this is the third annual Earthshare New Jersey Rocks. We brought this concert because there is a strong connection between art and nature. Nobody can deny that. Whether it's music, whether it's photographs, whether it's paintings, there is a connection. Poetry, there's a connection between art and nature.
I thought you meant when he fell asleep under a tree.
Well, maybe
That's art.
maybe art and nature. That's great.
You're the new poster boy.
For art and nature.
So what we did is we tried to figure out a way that we could do this. There's no better place than to do music in New Jersey than at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park.
That was going to be my next question. It's a 2-part question. A,
Okay.
has it always been So, excuse me, Stone Pony, and B, why did you choose Asbury Park, the Stone Pony?
So I've just answered all of that.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I'm a mind reader too. You didn't know that.
All right, I guess we're done here.
No, but when you think about it, when you think about rock and roll in New Jersey, you think about the Stone Pony. You know, no matter where you go in this country, you know, people know about the Stone Pony. So, you know, they're
Europe.
it's iconic everywhere.
Actually, I just watched an Aerial America, and they started with the Stone Pony.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a great place, and being able to bring talent to the stage, and I think the important thing to note is that everybody that's performing that night is donating their time.
Wow.
They're all volunteering to come out and support this cause. In addition, these bands are reaching out to their followers, and they're reaching out to the places that they play at to get them to come and be sponsors for the event, to put into the ad journal that we have for this event, because they really believe in where the money is going. And that's the amazing thing. And you know, year one, we had about 70 people. Year two, we had about 170 people. Year three, we're expecting somewhere around 300 to 400 people to come this year. That's how much it's growing, because
That's
it
great.
really is that, you know, word of mouth that's getting it out there. But the bands believe, and
But it's
Mark and the
also
Dirty Shine have been tremendous in helping us with that.
it's also how good the event was the year before.
Well, so yeah, I mean, we just like you said, we had what 170 last year.
Yeah.
And there was none of this. There was
Awareness.
radio or awareness of the show. It was just, hey, this is happening. So hopefully things like this will get even more people to come out and and understand what the night is. It's not just another event going on.
And it starts at the doors are at 6:30. What
Right.
time's the first act?
7.
7. And it's a Saturday night too.
It's
that
a
you have
Saturday
it.
night. We
Yeah.
got the pony on a Saturday.
Yeah, how's that
great.
happen?
Yeah.
Every year. So, I mean, last
Year one.
You know people.
Year one, it wasn't on it.
Yeah.
Year one, it wasn't. Year two, it was. Year three, we said we need it. But I think the other great thing about the night is there's a variety of talent. We've got 4 bands that are all different. So there's something for everybody. We're going to start the night off strong with a band that's based out of Staten Island. They play all over the state, and they're called Free Pass. They've been together about 7 years. They do rock, country, pop, dance, rock and roll, you name it. I had my 22-year-old daughter in a bar with them last night, and she was rocking out. And she was having a great time. You know, that's what you want, somebody who can reach, across everything. They're bringing a lot of people in. We've got a group called The Troubles. Now, this is the only band that has been there all 3 years. They're fantastic. It's a trio. They've got this great sound to them. They have, they bring out these gems, and they're a cover band. They bring out these tunes that but you never hear. And when they play it on stage, you're like, oh man, I love that. And that's what's awesome about them. Then we have New Soul Rebellion, which Mark and the Dirty Shine brought to us, and they've got a funk band. They've got a brass section. They're unbelievable. It's just, more, and they're fresh talent.
That's the thing. Yeah,
They're new.
About them. They're new, and I've heard things. I know, they've all been in other bands that I love, and to see them together would be it's gonna be great. It's gonna be really, really wonderful. So, and I know it's just original funk music, so it's not just again the same old thing that you're gonna catch on any given night. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And then to close the show, we've got a Dirty Shine, the Dirty Shine. And, they were out there last year, and they had such a great time. And, it's for me as the executive director of a nonprofit organization, to not have to grovel to get people to help you is amazing. And we really, Ted Palumbo and Mark both said to me, whatever you need, we're here. We believe in it. We believe in the event and the cause. So.
That's great.
Do you have an ad that you're giving out to newspapers, radio, or anything like that?
We are working on a PSA. We're trying to get one recorded. But other than that, this is what Mark and I are doing.
Yeah.
We did an interview last week. We've got another one set up this week.
Okay.
And we have releases. I mean, again, like you said, Bob, making before. He's nice enough. He's gonna put something out. The Making Waves and all over New Jersey with Lee being on board.
Yeah.
Having things with NewJersey.com and Asbury Radio and things like that. So yeah, that's what I mean. I think your number of 300 to 400 is
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. If I will give you my email um, after the program or before you leave at some point. I will give you my email, and you can send me some copy, and we will read it from now until the event
Yeah.
here on Rock
Yeah.
On Radio.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Producer?
That was
I mean,
fabulous.
executive decision.
And when you get
Good.
a PSA, send us that
chocolate
too.
produced.
There you go. Send
There
them
you go.
a PSA. See?
Very
Yeah.
good. Thank
yeah,
you.
Good on Steve.
I mean, that's the thing. This event is growing because of word of mouth. It's growing because people have the experience or they get the passion. You know, you might have passion about the music and you're going to learn something by accident. You might have passion for the cause and you're going to enjoy some great music. Either way, it's a win-win.
Either way, you get a sub from Jersey Mike's.
Exactly.
So
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
And
At
every
the legendary Stone Pony.
and everybody that is a band is also posted on our website for the event.
Fantastic. And you
Awesome.
can go to
You
the
Rock On
website
Radio?
or the
Rock On Radio first
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
All
It's
right.
under your Facebook
on the Facebook one?
on the event.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it. Fantastic. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock On Radio. If you want to give us a call, please do so at 609-241-7103. We will give away probably somewhere between 8 and 8:30. We'll give away a pair of tickets to the show.
Yeah.
If we get enough callers saying they want the tickets, we'll put everybody's name in a hat. We'll draw a winner right
Okay.
here, live on ShmooTube.
We'll throw darts for tickets.
Long darts. Long darts.
I'll duck.
Hold this.
They don't allow those anymore, do they? Lawn darts?
You know what we're gonna
Yeah,
do?
right.
I like that thinking, Art. We should
They're illegal, aren't they?
I found my dartboard
Our
in the basement the other day. I'll bring it in.
we gotta find a garage sale somewhere in New Jersey where those are at.
We'll
we
put it
will-
on that side.
How about we tape everybody, whoever calls in, we'll tape their name to an apple, and then we can get a crossbow and shoot it off somebody's head.
Not
Yours.
mine.
Yes, fine. I'm in.
Fine.
I'll,
see
do
why
I
not.
get to shoot it?
Yeah, you should do that for alimony. $1,500 a week. No.
If you hit the apple.
All right, well, let's do some more music. Now, Mark Tappin is here from the Dirty Shine, and he's going to do something for us. We're going to do something. We're going to play something off.
I'll tell you what. I mean, you know what? I'll play something. We've been working on a new album, so I wouldn't mind playing something from the new album.
We wouldn't mind hearing it.
Okay. In that case, I'm
Makes
gonna toss it over to Art there to cue up that song. Yeah, if you don't mind. We're so the new album is it's a collection of songs, and we're really fortunate to have them come together as quickly as they are coming together.
Where are you recording it?
We're tracking everything in our rehearsal studio via laptops and things that any recording device that we can that'll give us a nice sound. And then we're bringing it to Slow Circus Studios in Matawan to put it into the whole computer and make it sound, all
Cohesive?
fancy and whatnot. right. So, but it's really about going more for a sound and
How many tracks?
10 tracks. It's a
Nice.
proper full length album that everything has a cohesiveness to really address the overall issue, I feel, which is that, we're not listening to each other. We're just all yelling at each other. We're all talking and we're waiting to speak our points of view that either we believe staunchly or is being fed to us by some fake news or real news or whatever you want to call it. And as so trying to say, just shh, and let's listen together. Like we were talking about before, about no matter who you hate in politics, they're gonna go and somebody else is gonna show up, and we're just gonna play the game.
And a whole different group will hate them.
and everybody will hate each other. And all we're gonna do for the next, whatever the issue that comes across the news ticker in the next 24 hours is gonna keep us occupied and distracted and talking about it for the next 72 hours. I'm a firm believer that the only commodity that we actually really have is time. Money be damned, we only have time, really. And all we do is waste it by yelling at each other. So I'm trying to create a little bit of space. And Ted challenged me to write a song that spoke to pulling our heads out of these boxes that we carry around, these hard drives and these things that just keep us isolated and secular. So this is a song called "If I Could Change the World."
Okay.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Again, Rock on Radio, Mark Tappan of the Dirty Shine, Paula Aldarelli of Earthshare, New Jersey. Yeah, I think that's a problem. I think a lot of people, everybody listens to what you say. They just don't hear you.
The thing that I hate the most is everybody goes, or one of the things I hate the most is people always, the phrase, you know what the problem is? As if there's one singular silver bullet solution that's going to solve any issue. You know, that there's a drop in the bucket. We can't do this because it's a drop in the bucket, as if you don't fill a bucket drop by drop. You know what I mean?
I call that Jack Daniel.
Drop by drop.
That solves everything.
That's how it happens, living life by the drop, baby.
Postponed it. That's all.
There we go. All right, this is Rock on Radio, and you got it, Art? All right, this is the Dirty Shine, and the song is called
"If I Could Change the World."
And to change all is so wrong. Strive to survive, so you realize that's no kind of life. There is no black, there is no white. The right is no real where you die. If I could change this world, we all live flags are full. If I could change this world, I'd be better for you. Way on a mountain, face rivers that run to the sea. Love is a fertile, flowing from you and me. You have the power to go your head out without lies. Now is the hour. That way while the world just talks. If I could change this world, we all live flags are furled. If I could change this world, I'd be better for you.
Trying to figure out where this bar is. I know the name, but I cannot recall seeing it. Can you imagine that?
I can
remember going
imagine
in.
a lot
I
of
don't remember
things.
going out there.
based on my history of you, yes. I
don't remember much after 11 p.m.
Norwood.
Oh, they're
Oh,
okay.
well,
Yeah.
good. God bless you.
Okay.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Excellent.
Mm.
Well, thank you, Paula. Oh, now we're back in. We're back. We're back on. You put your hair back up. You got a little-
Business.
Oh, you
She
missed
got
it.
business.
She needs a hat.
She needs a hat. A rock on radio hat.
Mhm, she needs a hat.
We have to put that on the website so
Okay,
people can marvel.
I
At
will.
it.
Yes, I will. I will put the.
They can
merch-
marvel at it and say, "We want one."
Okay,
And then we can charge them $10,000 for a hat.
just one.
Yeah.
They don't get two for that.
No.
No.
Give them nothing. Wait, is this live? This is Rocco Radio. I am Danny Coleman. Engineer Art is here. Producer Claire, and our guests are Mark Tappin and Paul Aldarelli. Okay, so kind of. Well, we were talking a little bit before the show aired, and I have to apologize to Paula because I saw your face go from to
Aw.
because you were talking about education, and as much as I agree with that, I also disagreed
Mhm.
with that
Respectfully.
because education. Well, thank you very much. I try to respect my guests, no matter what you hear on the street. You can only educate so much, but if it's forgotten the minute you walk out of that classroom, whether it be a nature center or a school or the earth share offices,
Mhm.
if it's forgotten and not
Fostered,
reinforced
right.
or fostered, that's a good word, where it can grow, then you're really just pretty much blowing smoke up.
You're just standing in the woods talking to the air.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we talk about education. I think today in the state, I know environmental education has become such an intricate part of a lot of our schools. And if anybody has like a first grader or second grader in most schools, if you go home and you take that paper towel roll and throw it in the garbage, you're going to have these kids chasing you around the house telling you that's not where it goes. You got to recycle it. And it's little things like that. And I think Mark was making this point too. You don't have to change the world all at once. But if everybody changes some of their behavior a little at a time, it all adds up and it all makes a difference. So kids today are chasing their parents around the house with paper towel rolls, telling them don't throw it in the garbage, put it in the recycling. The kids are really influencing a lot of the change.
Okay. No, I'm not disagreeing with
no.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My mind, as it often does, wanders.
Mm.
When you start talking like that, if there's something I want to remember, which
Yeah, right.
most times I forget. But you ever think about, a friend of mine is a prominent Philadelphia radio personality. Okay. And she said to me when I started this show, she's like, Danny, getting into radio now is like being a candle maker when they started to run electricity in homes. She said it's not very easy to do. Actually, it was her and another one from New Jersey, used to be on NJ 101.5, who said the same thing to me. And then I started thinking about it, like what you just said. Cable television began being run in the home when I was a freshman or sophomore in high school. So in the late 70s.
Wow.
1970s.
Wow. My Wow.
Tell us more, Grandpa.
Yes. Is that when Fred Flintstone was around?
Have a peanut butter patty, and I'll tell you some more.
He's bribing you. Stop. Don't.
That just took a turn. Have some candy, there, boy. I'll tell you all about it.
Welcome to Dateline NBC. And at first when it, was put into homes, not everybody had it. Just like those electricity, not everybody had that. Not everybody had indoor plumbing. through whether it was resistance or it wasn't economically feasible, or I mean, did you ever think that you would live to see the day where regular terrestrial television no longer exists?
No.
Yeah.
That you don't need an
I
antenna?
never thought I'd live to see the day I have to pay for it.
Well, it's like satellite radio. I'm not paying for that. But now anybody I know, I ain't listening.
I'm
to.
still not paying for it.
So, but the point is that at first everything is resistant, and then over time it just evolves into like there are now what 2 generations that don't know what the rotor for your antenna was.
I just talked to my daughter about rabbit ears.
Yeah, right.
They were doing
Or,
rabbit ears.
like that comedian says, remote. I was the remote.
Yeah, that's right. I remember my remote had a cord.
Right. Everything
when
had
cable came out.
Don't get rid of that.
Big
We might be
box.
going back to that one day.
Slider on it and everything. with little buttons.
Yeah, and then then somebody told you could stick toothpicks in it a certain way and get push 2 down at the same time and get cable channels and you didn't have to pay. And and that actually worked.
That was like when we wanted them to get. Remember, like the UHF channels.
Yeah.
Stand right there.
No, I
don't
don't.
stop.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was weird. That was before you
No,
were
I don't
born.
remember that at all.
I had my wife and I we had an earnest conversation with our daughter about a VCR last month. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And it went just like that, where she was like, "Wait, what? You can do what with a tape? What's a
Yeah.
tape?"
I had to rewind my tape with it. We have one.
Yeah.
And my daughter, we were watching a series and I said, no, you have to. She went looking. Where's the menu?
Yeah.
No. It just goes.
started over. Mom. Yeah.
We have to rewind it. I have to sit here and wait to rewind the thing.
No,
I'm like,
if
yep.
you're old enough to remember this phrase, please be kind and
Rewind.
rewind.
Yep.
You're
I
old
said
enough to
that,
let
and
them
she was
know.
like, why?
Yeah, and where's Blockbuster today?
But eventually, well, see, that's my whole point. Eventually, the old fades away, and then the new takes it over. But now you're kind of up against a real problem because let's go back to the 60s when you had they had that green peace sign with the green and yellow
Yep.
peace sign with the
Yep.
flag. Everybody was the environment. So people have been pushing the environment. Clean it up, do this, do that. The Indian with the tear running down his cheek, who wasn't even an Indian, he was an old Italian guy or a Jewish guy or something. but he was an Indian.
Spoiler alert.
On the TV, he was an
Gee.
Indian.
Wait a minute.
For all of you that
Tony.
grew up on that Indian now, you just totally
Hollywood
destroyed him.
Lies?
What? That's impossible.
It doesn't happen, see. But environmentally, there's been tons of strides made in a lot of ways.
I'll give you a story.
Go ahead.
I grew up in
What a cookie.
No. I just bragging again. I grew up in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Okay.
And, in 6th grade, you didn't have health education. You had boating safety. That's the kind of community we were in. Okay.
Cool.
Wait a minute, I had that too. I lived 20 minutes south of here.
So when I was in high school, I had an oceanography class and loved the class. I didn't go back in the water for 10 years because I found out everything that was being dumped into the water. And I realized why when I was a kid, my dad was a cop on Point Pleasant Beach boardwalk. I would go down the water and I could feel the fish biting my feet. And I realized I hadn't felt that in a long time and I couldn't see my feet in the water. I'm dating myself. We're back in the 80s now, the early 80s. But then groups came out and nonprofit organizations and people advocated for stop polluting my water. Stop dumping your New York garbage off of the Jersey coast. I don't want to see your needles washing up on my beaches. The tampon dispensers, remember those?
Yeah,
They were all the
that's
flagpoles
it.
for the top of the, the sand creations we would have. Stop dumping that stuff off the water.
Is that what they were?
Yeah. But the reality
And the
is,
Indian ruined it for you?
he was just the start. But the point I'm trying to make is, that was my first awakening as to we were destroying our own communities. We were doing it to ourselves. So little by little, change happens. I wish we could snap our fingers and change everybody's behavior, and you could mandate laws and regulations And in some cases that works. But the reality is you got to change people's minds. You got to make them aware of the damage they're doing. And once they start to realize I'm throwing this here and it's doing what to my health and my beaches and my community and my kids. And that's when behavior starts to change, when you can make it personal.
Mm-hmm.
You
When
know, teach a
something-
man to fish.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They'll eat
Yeah,
forever.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm done. Did you
Tell
lose
him
your
what
train
that
of
fish
thought again?
swims in, he'll become a vegetarian.
I haven't personally swam since Jaws. I'm
I'm back
There's
now.
things
You
in there
can
to
see
teach
your
you.
feet now. You can go to Jersey
Yeah.
Shore now. You can see your
Yeah.
feet. You can
actually
see
I
what's
was
out
at
there.
Barnegat fishing maybe 2 years ago, and I was amazed at how clear the water
It's
was.
amazing.
Mhm.
There's a lot of groups doing a lot of
And
great
that's one of
work
the
out
most
there
polluted
too.
bays in the
Mhm.
state of New Jersey.
Even the Delaware. I mean,
Mhm.
my kids go to Duck Island and they clean up just so that
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
this is what garbage.
That's
I
what it
mean,
is.
go.
I still have car. I have
This
trash in my
washes
car
up.
from 1962.
Well, I mean, there's a big part of that has to do with the waterways in New Jersey are some of the oysters. The oysters are coming back and they're
Mhm.
cleaning the water. You go up in the Hackensack. People think the Hackensack River. I've driven over that. I've smelt through it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But there are groups that have really worked hard. And if you ever get an opportunity to take a boat ride through the Hackensack River watershed area, you'd be amazed at the wildlife that's in there.
Can we send them down to Trenton Waterworks?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, they've probably started there, but the reality is these abandoned factories. There were paint companies that were there forever and ever and ever, and they just took everything and they just buried it in the ground, and all that was going in the ground just started going into the waterways and killing everything in the water. But the DEP got involved, but also a lot of advocates, a lot of people, some nonprofits, some government agencies, some government leaders did get involved and really cleaned up a lot of that. You can go up there now. The wildlife is amazing. It's beautiful.
Well, I see when I used to work in downtown Trenton, there were a few buildings that had red-tailed hawk nests on top. The Hughes Justice Complex was one. The Department of Labor was another. And then there was one down by the State House somewhere. But now people are seeing at the ranch. We've
Yeah.
seen bald eagles.
Yeah, there's a
come
nest
back.
in Mercer County Park. There's a nest you can go look. It's amazing.
I was doing a conference call one day, and I look out the window, and I'm in an old Victorian right by the Trenton train station. I looked out my window, and there was an osprey sitting on the tower of the building next to me, like looking at me during this meeting. And somebody's talking to me, and I totally lost train of thought because I'm like, I'm looking at an osprey. Here, I'll show you. That's in your picture. But yeah, it's amazing, and that's that didn't happen overnight. But it's
Well,
the evolution of change and awareness.
It also could be because we've taken half their habitats away through townhomes and things of that nature, which is a whole other discussion.
Oh yeah.
So, Mark,
Yes.
you didn't have a cookie, man.
Not yet. No.
They're peanut butter patties.
I know, and I have a
can't
microphone in
sing.
front of me. What
You
you?
can't sing.
Yeah.
You gotta sing.
Well,
That's
remember that's what I was reporting.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
I see you.
Oh, you sang, I'll dance.
Have this
Right,
crack.
Oh.
exactly. Yeah.
Why does she get like it? Like these
I don't
know.
things are-
Because I'm looking at you and you're dancing.
I don't know, but
Trying
I will.
to.
I will tell you, Danny. Though I am anxiously awaiting 9 o'clock so I can have a cookie. I'll wait. I have willpower.
It's like the two marshmallows.
It's been 8:05 for the last 6 minutes in my head.
Actually, about 10 minutes before you got here, it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
the battery died.
Oh.
Art had to change it. All right, well, let's do some more music so we know
Okay.
what people. If anybody wants to call in, now
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah, this is it.
609-241-7103.
Free tickets. Woo.
We have a pair of tickets for the March 23rd show at the legendary Stone Pony with the legendary Lee Marowick.
Yeah, good luck.
Maricki.
That's a tongue
Hey,
twister.
Lee, call
Hey.
in.
Hey.
How
DJ
are
Lee.
those- How are those new lips working for
Yeah.
DJ Lee.
I had too much chili today. They burned off.
You should be fun. I'm actually there's another one that I'm looking forward to have him doing the emceeing all night, just see what he pulls out. I know he's usually a good time.
Oh,
yeah.
he's great.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. He'll have fun. Hopefully, he'll just be free and wild. So
He was at the pony in its heyday.
I was just
Right.
gonna say
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
the icon, an icon with the stone pony.
Correct. All right, we'll do some more music.
yeah, of course.
What you want to do?
The song I wrote about Cookie.
Nice.
Just wrote it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
It's called Lorna Doone.
Lorna Doone, country tune. Are those Lorna Doones? Those aren't Lorna Doones. Are they?
No, peppermint patties.
Are they peppermint
They're Girl
patties?
Scout
All right.
I was gonna say that's a Girl Scout rapper. I know
Yeah.
that.
I came out of the Acme the other night. The
They
Acme food
attacked him.
store,
They
and like
totally
10 of them
attacked him.
jumped on my legs. Yeah.
Hey, mister. Hey, mister.
I made the mistake one time. I didn't have any cash with me. I just come out of the barber shop. I know you say, with that hair?
Didn't take long.
Right. So I was in there.
I saw you go in there, you'd be right out.
Don't ever say that to a man.
Sorry.
So I go in there.
I can
and
say it to you.
So I go in, I come out. I didn't have any cash, and there was a group of Girl Scouts. They were older, like probably fifth, sixth grade type Girl Scout. They were selling that expensive popcorn. Never seen that
But
popcorn?
that's Boy Scouts.
I used to do that for
That's
Boy
Boy
Scouts.
Scouts.
Yeah.
Well, there were.
Oh, they might have been like they do the Trailblazers or the
I don't know.
Trails
like
End.
Anyway,
no,
yeah.
it's like
They
it's a
subcontracted it out to the Girl
Exactly.
adventurers or something.
Wolf of Redenbach wouldn't do anything
Somebody
anymore.
selling popcorn.
Hey kids, it wasn't Jolly Time or whatever. That was. So, it was. They're selling this popcorn, and they said, "Do you want to buy some popcorn?" I said, "I don't have any cash." And I said, "You guys take credit card?" And they're like, "Yeah, we do." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
That's when
They got the square.
The square had
Yeah.
first come out.
Like that. That's right.
And I'm
Like
like,
$25
"Oh,
later.
no.
Oh,
The
That
internet,
popcorn's
it's the internet age.
expensive.
that's where you just go, well, good for you, kid. Walk away.
Way to be progressive.
Yeah,
I already
good.
have diners club."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Discover.
Yeah. So you take Sears and Roebuck?
Huh?
Sorry.
You are dating yourself.
Where
Yeah,
were we?
seriously.
Nobody else would date me. I got to do it this way. Where are we? Where are we going?
I don't know.
Are you gonna do
Lorna
music?
Doone
I'll play
song.
music. Yeah, I'll play this song. Yeah. All right, cool.
Bail him out, please.
Yeah, all right.
609-241-7103 if you want to be if you want a pair of tickets to this great event.
All right. I'll play
You
a
wanna go
song.
there or you
no,
wanna go
I'm
here?
play. I brought a guitar. Might as well use it. Might as well use it. Here's a song. Enjoy it. I wrote this about my daughter. It's called Queen Anne Lace.
Here's a
Enjoy.
song. Deal with it. Deal with it.
The way my baby love me, well, she got them styling crazy. Oh, she wears Queen Anne lace all up in her head. The way my baby talking now, sound like she's singing out a melody. She's singing out a song for me, Lord, sweet sinner's prayer. When my baby cries, though she cries the whole night long. Such a long time till the dawn Lord, for such a little girl. Yes, it is. Oh, I swear, Lord, that when she smiles, I see them childhood memories. Yeah, in the corners of her eyes, Lord, I swear that when she moves across my room, oh, it's just like some poetry. Yeah. When my baby's with me, Lord, oh, you know I am feeling fine. At any time, I got it in my arms. Yeah. When the sunlight finds the old eye, long brown, and she sends me away, buried in the child. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am, Lord. When my baby cries, she cries, Lord, the whole night long. Until they dawn. Such a little girl, yes, it is. I swear I said, oh, Lord, that when she smiles, I see them childhood memories on in the corners of her eyes. I swear that when she moves across my room, it's just like some poetry. My little girl look so fine, and when she smiles, I see them childhood memories being born, yeah. In her big blue eyes, and when she moves, goes across my room, Lord, just like some poetry. Oh, I used to read, oh Lord, oh my love, so fine. Little girl, love so fine. And she goes, oh, only love alone.
Mark Tappan, yeah, here on Rock On Radio.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Wow.
I hope you enjoyed it.
A Dirty Shine, you can hear that. Maybe they can hear that.
You'll hear it, most
Okay.
likely hear it. Yeah.
I don't
With the
know.
band.
I don't know, like build your set list. Or
Yeah, that's
anything.
fine.
That's one of
That
my
is-
favorites.
Yeah, that's kind of that's the one. That
Wonderful.
was a single off the first album, so that's gonna be.
Nice. How many discs do you guys have?
Do we have
Mhm.
the band? Well, this will be our second proper album as the Dirty Shine. I got a few more, and I've made my way around making money and being on other people's stuff, and so I'm on a lot of things. I have two albums with my solo stuff, but we got one Dirty Shine album. This will be the second one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, again, the first proper 10-song LP. So I'm excited about it.
Excellent.
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 Oh, no. He likes it too.
Of course.
Sure. Smithers, who is that man? Homer Simpson, sir. How you doing over there, Paula?
I'm just fine. That's one of my favorite songs that they play, and
Thank you.
I actually had to break down and tell them that I wore through the CD.
Yeah.
So they had to send me the audio clip of it. So
Nice. So how did you two come across each other.
Well, like I
this year.
said, we were asked last year to perform at, I guess, what was the second annual one, and again, it was just a fun night. It was a really, really super fun night, and we kind of talked last year. We kind of like
we
helped out a little last year.
I think
but-
what happened is the Troubles, who have been with us since the first year.
Mm.
First year, we kind of screened all the bands and picked who we thought would be really great, and they came on. They were wonderful, and the Troubles were like, "This is a great event. You have to continue doing it." So we're like, "Okay." So year 2, they were like, "We have this other band that you have to talk to and you have to meet because they're fantastic, and they should close the show because they're wonderful." And
Not you.
That's nice. Yeah, that was very nice.
That's how we first met, and we started talking, and at the end of the night last year, like, "This is great." They were like, "We have to. You're going to do this again, and we're going to help you."
Yeah.
And Mark has been phenomenal in using the people that he, not using them, but
Oh no, we've been using
leveraging.
them.
Okay, all right.
Let's not be polite about this.
but
Danny,
You know,
do me a favor.
Have a cookie.
helping helping to introduce.
Shut up and play the music, kids. Have a cookie.
Helping to introduce us to people who can help raise awareness about the event, because it's about the music, and but it's also about raising money for a really important cause.
Yeah, and I know I can say that for last year, like when I myself said I wanted to get involved and definitely do it again next year, it was because we showed up and it was a great thing to do, but it was a great event, and I saw your passion and the excitement and the passion of the people that were really involved in it and the people that were just there too, so
It's
something to be-
addictive. Be
yeah, something to be
careful.
part of it. Yeah, I know.
You've come to the right place.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to go, all you have to do is go to earthsharenj.org and buy tickets. They're $20. They're a little more if you buy them the day of at the door. Students are only $12, so it's an all ages event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is that like college students?
Either or, we have both coming.
Okay, there you go. March 23rd, the doors open at 6:30 at Stone Pony on Ocean Avenue in Asbury Park.
And the other thing which I'd want to really emphasize is the musicianship that is going to be performing that night will blow your mind. You've got some players that have, years of experience. And some of these guitarists that are going to be out there are just you're going to be in awe. The talent that's on the stage. If you like good rock and roll and you like good musicians and you can enjoy a good, instrumentalist, you're going to hear it, you're going to see it.
And a good show too. I mean, I know, again, Free Pass, I want to see Free Pass so bad because I know the show that they put on, it's tough to be in their vicinity and not get involved in what they're doing. So like you said the other day, she said, the place is going to be kind of rocking and in the real sense, not just something to say, but from the beginning to the end, it's going to be something for everybody. And then the speakers too. I mean, again, people who are talking aren't going to lecture anybody, but they will be talking passionately about how this stuff affects them. So hopefully we do get a lot of people like the surfers that will come out, not just the friends and family of the bands or the people who like music, but people who care about these little communities that we're all connected because we need the environment to exist. So it's kind of important.
Just a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's more important than the air we breathe?
Clean water. That's a tough battle between the two. And if you don't have good, clean soil to plant in, we're the Garden State. If you don't have open space to plant in, and you don't have unpolluted soil to plant in, and you don't have, if you have the wrong chemicals being put on your plants, you're not going to be too healthy either.
This is true.
And
Very true.
if we have wildlife just running rampant everywhere, God only knows what our car insurance will go up to here in the state of New Jersey.
There's like a lot of deer roaming around.
We have a lot of
these
wildlife
days.
at the Jocko Ranch. There's a lot of wildlife.
Nice.
We have a gaggle of turkeys. It's like 22 or 23
Is it
turkeys.
technically a gaggle?
I was going to let it
Isn't it
slide.
a flock? Isn't it something like that? They're birds.
Have you?
The pride. You might as well just call it the pride of
It's a
turkeys.
gaggle, I believe.
Just look
All right, I have to look it
does
up.
this look like mutual vulva to you?
Right? Do I look like Marlon Perkins?
I'm Googling it. What is called turkeys?
She's Googling who's Marlon Perkins.
No, I'm too young to know who that is. So.
She's looking
Sorry.
up. What do you call a turkey? It's going to come back turkey, silly.
Have any of you
You
come
turkey.
across a tribe or gaggle of turkey as you were driving a car down a road?
Yes.
Was it the most bizarre experience of
Yes.
your life?
Mhm.
I had two teenagers on our way to an Applebee's pancake breakfast
Fundraiser.
yeah, fundraiser, and we were swarmed by a group of turkeys and weren't allowed to leave until some other poor sucker drove down the road and they went to attack that car. It was bizarre.
I came out of the house and it was like the Bataan Death March. They're all walking in a straight line down the driveway. And I mean, I'm not kidding you. I'm from here to the door.
Flock. Sorry.
It's a
A
gaggle.
group of wild turkeys is called a flock.
Of seagulls.
Wherever
Flock
a
of turkeys,
group
I
of
love that band.
domesticated
Flock of
turkeys is known as a rafter
Flock of
or
turkeys.
gang of
Gang.
domesticated. Like that's
Well, then
domesticated.
geese are gaggles.
A gaggle of geese. Yes,
Yeah.
they're geese, baby, not
See?
turkeys.
Same thing.
It's not even the same if they're
Same thing.
wild or domesticated.
Look, they crap all over the golf course. That's all I know. So-
That's a geese. That's a
Correct.
gaggle of geese.
So,
Sorry.
all right.
I'm glad we got that figured out, guys.
That's why
It
she's
would-
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why she's a top-notch producer.
That's why we are.
See, that's the education. That's why I'm not ready to get fired.
That right on the wall, right next to Antigone.
Antigone.
Antigone, that's it.
Um,
I said it right. That's
You can't even try to be wrong with it.
This is Rock On Radio. Give us a call, 609-241-7103. We'll gladly give you a pair of tickets to
a Jack Furlong CD.
a Jack Furlong CD. I've got them for the happy hour. By the way, there's a happy hour this Thursday at the Nottingham Tavern, 9 Mercer Street in Hamilton Square.
Yep.
Rick Winnow, who was here last week,
Mhm.
will be the entertainment. We have a new sponsor for the happy hour. We've got Foxmore Chiropractic, we've got Asylum Choir Music,
Mhm.
and now we have Angelic Touch Massage.
Yes, they're up on our website.
But they won't
Yes.
be at the happy hour.
No, they won't be there.
I was there yesterday.
I think they should bring a chair.
But
Yeah.
they.
I'll talk to you about that.
Never mind.
It's not going to be that happy.
I was there yesterday, actually, and I got
You had your happy hour.
I had a 2-hour massage. They do very good work. And they will be there. I will be giving away discounted massages along with your usual array of Rock On Radio merch.
Mhm. Gaggle of merch.
Mr. Kraft will be there.
Exactly.
Mr. Kraft will be there signing autographs.
Pride
Brady.
of merch, a school of merch.
And there will be actually the grand prize will be a free 2-hour chair massage
Without a happy ending.
for the winner.
Oh,
And their coworkers at a local business.
mhm.
Very nice.
So you have to be local.
What if you don't have coworkers?
You get
That's
2
what I-
hours to yourself.
6-hour chair massage. That's right.
Just throwing that in there.
So you better show up, Art. I'll pretend I never saw you before. And if you win, then we can all get chair
Yeah, we
massage.
can-
Oh, I'm
chair
throwing my
massage.
card in there.
We're your coworkers.
You know what? We should ask her to do that anyway on Sunday.
I'll throw my card in
Yeah.
there. It's a free massage for every addict in Mercer County.
Oh no! Oh, geez. For 2 hours, they gotta get a quick background.
All right, I won't put my card in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Only if we win.
actually, all you have to do is show up at one of my happy hours, and everybody
Mhm.
gets a ticket, and everybody gets put into the drawing. It doesn't cost you anything other than
Mhm.
your time to come hang out, and have a couple drinks.
You have to be. You have to be there to win.
Must
You
be
must be
present
present to win.
Wow, I got my. Can't throw my hat in the ring.
You'll be with the gaggle of
Geese.
flocks.
Gaggle of flocks.
The gaggle flock.
Litters and wool packs and murders and yeah.
So who decided to have this benefit? That was you? That was your brainchild?
We have New Jersey Natural Gas has been a big supporter of our organization over
I
the
see that.
years, and one of their community leaders within the company said to me, you got to do something to reach new people. You got to somehow connect with new people. And he said, I've been to events at the Stone Pony. What if you were to do something there?
What's wrong with old people?
Well, new old
Sorry.
people,
I got-
new and old people. But we're trying to get students too, as you can tell.
So, you mean you don't go to senior centers and say, come on, let's go to the pony?
Well, actually,
They might.
actually,
They would if it was a Tuesday at 9 a.m.
someone did ask me, what is the age group of the guests that come to the event? And I say easily somewhere between 16 and the mid 80s.
There you go.
So it's a wide group. But they said, you should look into this. And he made an introduction to me. And I said, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And be careful what you step in, because then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And people who were there the first year said, don't be discouraged by such a small number. I said, I was thrilled. I thought we did pretty good. He said, this is going to be something bigger. And year 2, the same thing happened. So this is something which is building year after year after
It's
year.
evolving,
And
right?
and the great talent that's coming out to support the causes. I mean, that's what makes it happen. It's a great event, but it's a great event because of the great talent and people like Mark who volunteer and donate their time and their talent to do something like this. It's really easy to get anybody to come up on stage. There's a lot of groups that do fundraisers, which are karaoke or just small groups that get together. These are trained musicians. These are true people who are making a living in some way in music. That's a talent. That's not by chance. That's
But
by
they all
hard work.
believe in something. You know what I mean? And that's a cause that they all believe in.
They connect with.
I mean, we did Rockfest for the first time in 5 or 6 years last year. I'm not going to do it again this year, but I need a break. But I mean, to get 12 bands to play and they donated their time. You know what I mean? To throw an event like that
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work,
Mhm.
but it's refreshing to know that people, you know what I mean, will band together for a good cause.
Yeah.
Try to move that forward.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's such a good event, and people are like, "Hi, I can't wait to see you during the night. We'll have a drink together." And I'm like, "No, we won't." I said, "When the last band has packed their stuff up and it's in their truck on the way out the door, then I'll sit down and have a drink and
You
relax."
can't tell them
enjoy
that
the
though. You
evening.
have to say, "Sure, come on out."
Fine, I'll have a drink without you then.
That's what
Twist
I
his
say.
arm.
Have one for me. That's my
And then
motto.
we'll have
Or
one
two.
after.
But it really is good, and the staff at the Stone Pony is phenomenal. They work with the artists. When you think about it, you've got 4 bands that have never played together, and they're going on one right after another. We've got a 15-minute change in between the bands. We've got people on stage talking and giving testimonials in between that. So there's a lot of coordination that goes on by people that have never worked together before. And that doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of planning. It happens because there's a great staff at the Pony to make it happen.
Thoughts?
That is all true. I was thinking before when you were talking about getting people together, getting bands together, getting even people together to donate their time and whatever talents they can to a cause. The silver lining can be that you weed out the people that you don't want, though, because if they're not going to stick around, if there's no money in it, a lot of people will jump ship, and hopefully the people that are sticking around, they want to be there for whatever reason. So. Yeah, that's what I like about this.
I just made it clear up front. The budget is 0.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, you're right, because there are certain venues that I know, they claim to be, so supportive of original artists until it comes time to open their wallets.
That bill, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they make you either sell tickets or they say you got to bring this many people and we'll pay you. No, you just got a free night of entertainment, made a ton of money off your bar.
Well, you got to cover. You got to pay us the $5,000 to have the gigs that we're at least break even for the night. Right.
Right.
We had people that we asked. I've been doing the song and dance thing for a long time. So I have a lot of friends, and there were friends that I asked, hey, it would be great if I could have a bigger name than, the Dirty Shine on that bill to have more people come out and support this thing. And we asked a number of people that would have a lot bigger draw in the area, and it was just, if there's no budget and I can't pay the people to show up, then you can't have, the bigger band. So it's tough.
You know what, though?
And for Paula too, it's tough because it's her thing, and she's trying to put this on for her.
But as you evolve, you'll probably get a bigger act.
Right,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll want to.
If you catch a
band
big
with
fish,
you,
then you're the big fish catcher.
Mhm.
It always cracked me up when I do gigs, and I would go into a bar, and the owner would say, "Well, we thought you were going to bring 60 people, and you only brought 45. Will you take $50 less?" Well, you know what? Let me have that hamburger. If I like it, I'll pay you what you're
Yeah.
asking me to charge on the menu.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Look, I'm going to say it right now that the 10th anniversary celebration bash,
Mhm.
I will pay the musicians, even if it's gas money. They will get something out of me
Right.
because asking people. I've played a lot of charity gigs. I've emceed benefits at the Pony for the Epilepsy Foundation. Never took a dime. I cannot see charging people to do a benefit. I mean, the whole reason you're there is to raise money, not
Right.
take it from the organization. That's me. However, there are a lot of people who think, well, this is my time. I just brought you myself and my 3 bandmates, but we brought you an extra 75 or 80 people. So you're making money anyway. Just give me something for my time. And I understand that point of view.
It too, yeah.
Whether I agree with it or not really doesn't matter. But when you ask somebody to donate their time, be it Rockfest or be it Earthshare or the Dan Coleman Fund, whatever it is, you ask them to do.
Good try.
That's me, Dan Coleman. When you're asking them to give of themselves, it's really funny if you think about it. The first thing when somebody came to you and said, "I want to connect," and you decide you want to have a music event, first thing you did, you wanted to have a music. First thing you think of is musicians. All right, who are we going to get to perform here to draw people in? That's first thing you do, and then you turn around and you say, "Well, we want you to bring people, but we're not paying you."
I thought that was going to be the hard part. That was the easy part.
Right. It's very you're paying bartenders, you're paying waiters, you're paying waitresses. Why aren't you paying the people who are putting people in there so you can make money? So that's what a lot of people they look at it that way. Me, again, I can't. I donate my time, so I can't speak for other musicians, but I understand their point of view.
One of the things which I've been kind of adamant about is we're working with a lot of the establishments that have live entertainment in the state of New Jersey. And this year we are putting together a program, an Earthshare Rocks journal, which has information about the bands, how people can connect with them, how they can follow them. But it's also having information about where they can go to see these bands live outside of this particular event. So those places might be paying something to have their ad in that journal. But we're also asking those establishment owners to come to the event so they can see the live talent, so that possibly some of the groups that they've never had in their place, they can get there. It's my job as much to raise money for Earthshare New Jersey, but to support the musicians that are supporting me. So I want to make sure
or they're not
getting
continue to support you.
And I want to get them visibility. That's what it's about. And
I had an agreement with. I used to have my happy hour at an Irish pub in Trenton, and I had an agreement with the guy there. He's like, I really don't have that big a budget to do what you want to do, but and he gave me a very small amount of money, and I used to give it all to the musician. Guys like Rick Winnow come from Clifton to drive down to Trenton to do a gig for me for 2 hours, which amounted to maybe a tank of gas. So I would just give them. The musicians got all the money, and when you do that, there's a certain amount of people that you've just eliminated. They're not going to drive all that way. So I made it a gig, like Paula was just saying. I'll hire these guys at that amount of
Right.
money, but you got to hire them back and pay them what you pay your acts on a Friday or Saturday night.
Right.
So that's what they did.
Yeah.
So the musician made out very little for me, but made out a lot better when he got rehired. When the guy stopped hiring those musicians, I stopped having my happy hours there because I'm a musician. I get it.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's it. And you're looking out too. I mean, that's like what you were just talking about trying to look out for the bands that are supporting you. It's that to use a buzzword, that very symbiotic thing where Paula could be so overwhelmed with everything that she has to do for Earthshare. She could justifiably, in a sense, not take the time or effort to care about getting visibility for the bands who are doing it for her. But she cares about doing it, so we care about her. It's just like
It's the right thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Now at the 10th anniversary event, I will make sure personally that the bands are all paid, or the
Mhm.
performers, because I'm having two bands, one at the beginning, one at the end, and then I'm having half a dozen acoustic acts in the middle. So they're only going to do a 15-minute set. But I was amazed and humbled and flattered at the amount of people who actually said to me, "Oh, we don't want cash."
Yeah.
Kidding me? We don't want cash. Well, no, you're going to take it. But I'll also put a tip jar out
Mhm.
for them because I just believe that you're going to do that. You deserve to be compensated. That's me. Well, I'm not a charity. I'm a charity case, maybe, but I'm not. So
Well, one of the things that's blown me away this year is the fact that the bands are coming from all over this. We've got people coming from all over New Jersey to perform in this, and we've got a band coming in from Staten Island. We've got 5 guys. I don't know if they come in one car, one truck. I don't know how they're getting there.
Bus
They're
fare.
getting there. And I'll tell you, the people that follow them, they're calling me up and they're texting me.
that's
And
beautiful.
they're like, hey, how do I get there?
Mhm.
Where can I stay? How can I do this? So, I mean, good people who do good things happen too.
Mhm.
To them, that's
Mhm.
right. Speaking of good people, Jody Weber says, "Great show, very entertaining."
Mhm.
She's checking in on Facebook. Our
Yep.
sponsor, Jody Weber. I want to do some more music before it gets too late. You want to go off the record? You want to go off?
No, I'll play a song.
Another song live?
Yeah, sure,
All
why
right.
not?
You're just tuning in. This is Rock on Radio. Our guests are M.A Tappin, Mark Tappin, and Paula Aldarelli from Earthshare, New Jersey, talking about this thing. March 23rd, 2019. Doors open at 6:30, $20 a ticket. I'm giving a pair away right now.
That's right. Call in.
609-241-7103. Gonna have a pair of those. We'll give you a Jack Furlong CD. We will give you some. We'll give you some new Rock on Radio merch. The infamous Rock on Radio, the Dial hand lotion. We also have Rock on Radio pens. We have there's all kinds of things I can throw in there, Art.
You got all kinds of merch.
I know,
Yeah.
tote bags. We have all kinds.
I
of
am
things.
not coughing up my t-shirt.
You're the
Can't
first
have it.
one. Nobody. Oh wait, you're the second one. My buddy's wife saw him laying on my floor, and she's like, "Oh, I want one."
Mhm.
So she got one.
I'll wear it Thursday.
Beautiful. That's perfect.
I won't be there. Sorry.
She's gonna wear hers too.
I'll wear mine Thursday, but I still won't be at the happy hour.
Claire's going
I'm a
to.
scout leader.
You're going to Turkey Fest.
Well, you can come
Oh,
afterwards.
I was-
9:30 karaoke.
Yeah, no, thanks. I think bring my kids home.
Come on, karaoke.
It's
Karaoke.
karaoke.
You can sing.
Play on the air.
All right. What are you going to? You can sing my praises. All right, never mind. What are you going to do?
I'll do a song. I'll do a blues tune. It's called "Around Here, Love Don't Mean a Thing."
Yeah, ain't
Just
that
like the
the
show.
True, right?
He's actually been here a long time.
Yeah.
It's our theme song.
All right. I hope you like it. Sit around here. Love don't mean a thing. Around here. Love don't mean a thing. You can get lost waiting on that diamond ring. Your touch is all I want from you. Your touch, love, is all I ever want from you. We could be grooving on, waiting on you to come on. Brown. Love don't mean a thing. Sit around, yeah. The love don't mean a guy. Oh, you could get lost. Oh, waiting on some old diamond. Yeah.
Nicely done.
The blues.
Nice.
What kind of guitar is it?
This one here?
Yeah.
So this is one that I built.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what I do for a living is I've been a luthier for 18 years now.
Okay.
Toured around the world to
Ooh.
build and repair, and this is one of mine.
I love the sound,
Ooh,
man.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thanks.
Nice and crisp.
Snappy and crisp.
Yeah. Very cool.
Thank you, buddy.
I didn't know you were a luthier.
That's what I do.
Mm.
It's a gaggle of luthiers.
Gaggle of luthiers.
As long as it's not a murderer one.
Oh,
That's crows.
she's up on her bird lore.
I've
I am.
noticed. I noticed.
Google's a wonderful thing.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah. You can play it. You want to play it? I
Well,
think you're still all right.
Yeah.
He'd just drum it with, he'd get sticks and he'd start banging it.
That's it.
He's a drummer.
Actually, I had taught myself how to play a little bit back in
Did you
back
now?
in the day.
How back?
Way back.
Way back.
Hot tub time machine. way
Wow.
back. That's what I'm saying. 609-241-7103. Actually, you want to hear a funny story about
Sure.
me playing a guitar?
Mm.
When I was teaching myself how to play, and you'll appreciate this being
I will.
our religious advisor.
Oh, good.
There's a park in Hamilton, Cooser Park,
Hmm.
which is adjacent to what at that time was St. Anthony's High School. It was a Catholic high school. And there were a couple other buildings next to the high school. And then there was a ball field on the other side. So what I used to do was throw my guitar in the trunk of my car, and I would drive over to Cooser Park, and I would sit under a tree, and I'd just try to figure it out, because nobody ever really went much to Cooser Park. You know where I'm talking about, Art? Over by the Lou Gehrig field there, right? By the baseball field. So one day I'm sitting there, and this very attractive young lady comes jogging up, uh, wearing like Richard Simmons shorts. She was quite svelte, and she was a redhead, freckled, very pretty young lady.
In spite of the fact that she's redhead and freckles.
Yeah, no, I didn't say in spite of. I'm saying she was very attractive. So she's talking to me. Oh, do you play? I play, and she's talking to me, and I'm thinking, this chick's kind of cool, right? At the time, I was single. All right, this ain't too bad. So I said, she goes, do you live around here? And I said, yeah, I do actually. I live about a mile that way. And she goes, oh yeah. She says, I live here. I live around here too. I said, where do you live? She goes, over there. And I said, in the convent? And she says, yes. She was a nun. Who was out shopping? I'm trying to pick up a nun.
You were doomed right from that moment. You were
That
doomed.
explains a lot of things.
That's why you don't play the guitar anymore.
I gotta respect that because if you're gonna aim high.
I like that.
We're low.
Right. Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, oh man, how does that happen?
The love of your life, and she's already.
And she's a
Very
nun.
taken.
She's professed.
Taken.
Yeah. She found a better love.
Did you think you were a priest?
It's why he doesn't. That's why he doesn't play the guitar anymore. You only attracted nuns. No,
Not
chick
even
magnet?
the flying.
No, it's a nun magnet.
Not even the flying. No.
Yeah, what do you like,
The
Sally
playing
Field? She was cute though. I will say that.
Yeah,
Good
God.
for a
wonder
nun.
what
God only has the best.
I
You know?
wonder how committed she is.
She's
Look her up for me there, religious advisor.
Redhead
Freckled.
nun. Yeah.
freckled face,
Redhead
red
nun
belt,
from the 80s.
Richard Simmons,
Yeah.
short nun, plays the guitar.
Oh, here she is. Look at that.
I'm good. I really am.
Oh, it's a kid shit.
Cool. That is cool.
Woo!
Really all over.
She's on tour with Slayer. Oh boy. Yeah, but see, you're still laughing.
Yeah.
You're awful red in the face there. So must have struck you funny.
It did.
See? And she has red hair.
She did. Maybe it's a relative.
And I have freckles.
You're not related to her.
Yeah, I have
Are
red
you a
hair and
nun?
freckles too.
Are you a nun?
Never been known.
Never been known.
Maybe
I've got
she's
2 kids
related.
to prove it.
I think you're holding out on me.
It could have been
honestly,
her.
I think that's why you're even here. This does not exist. You came back to find me.
Never mind.
It's amazing how my mind works, isn't it?
I don't think it was.
A mind
Very
is
well.
a terrible thing to waste.
A mind is a terrible thing.
It's a different
My
charity.
head and my shoulder
Nonprofit.
pads. I got my helmet and my shoulder pads.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, the Catholic did. I wondered why she really go out and pass the basket twice.
That wasn't a nun.
No, nuns don't pass the
Oh my!
Never mind.
How much time left?
Your time is running out.
I can feel the flames tickling my feet as we speak. 609-241-7103 if you'd like a pair of tickets to see Earthshare NJ, the show. Earthshare NJ rocks. Our buddy Lee Ricky is there. Murwicki is there. And the Troubles, Free Pass, and the new Soul Rebellion.
Oh God, you are really
They're rebelling,
Woo, you're rebelling, all right. Antebellum.
I'm very cerebellum. Sorry.
You need a cookie?
Need
I
a
didn't-
cookie. It might help.
See? Man, their peanut butter patties are
Come
locked
on, it's
away.
peanut butter. Oh, you got it.
So when's your new album coming out?
I'm hoping to have it done and pressed right
By my
about-
happy hour?
By your happy hour. By the end of March. But we'll see. We have a couple friends who are going to be doing some cameos on it. So as long as I can get what it's like getting Rockstar's schedules together and whatnot, or at least people who think they are. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be done by April. But yeah, we'll be putting stuff out, leaking stuff, if you will, as it gets done. I'm having a lot of fun going back into a proper studio and taking these things that we did. Again, the way we're doing.
Are
it.
you producing it?
Sure.
You haven't
I'm
had
gonna call that. Whatever. It's 2019. We're all producing everything. You know, everybody's producing something these days.
Look at me.
Right. And all of this. Look at me.
All of me and the peanut butter patty.
Let's just look up my nun, Tanya. I think was her name.
You're kidding me. You actually know her name?
No, I just made that up.
Might as well call her Bambi for Pete's sakes. Where do you get Tanya from?
Woo-wee.
Bambi.
I mean, you might as well have gone there. Woo-wee.
That's deep. So go ahead. I'm sorry. While she's looking up
Oh, yeah.
Tanya, the red-haired.
Tanya, the
nun.
red-haired nun.
Tell me if you find it, because I'm curious myself.
You think I'm that good, huh?
Oh,
Woo-wee.
you're handing out redheaded nuns over there.
Maybe it was me. I looked into that whole thing.
I have a.
According to you, you were about 6 at that point.
Yeah, I probably was.
Yeah.
I was related somehow. It's my first cousin.
Okay.
Here we go.
Did you know?
Go ahead, Mark.
I have a friend who likes to tell us he just got married, and the cool story is about 20 years ago he was in a place where there are women who take their clothes off for gentlemen's club or whatever, and he like
Gentlemen's
really,
daycare.
gentlemen's daycare center, right? He saw this dancer, and he just apparently fell in love with her, and just went about the rest of his life. And he met this woman about 20 years later, and just they have a very honest relationship. And he was telling her about how much he professed his love for this woman 20 years ago, and he was describing this like the outfit that she was wearing up on stage, and she was like, "That was me. I was that dancer, and that was my like custom made."
So she went in her closet and put on the outfit.
She apparently
It's like Cinderella with a
He
shoe.
was like explaining and describing it, down to little things and everything. She's like, "No, that's totally what mine was." So it was really cool that he met this woman 20 years later, and they kind of fell in love, and then subsequently realized that they were these two people from.
And then she said, "I've been happily married for 35
Yeah,
years."
That'll be
$25. Happy ending. Yeah,
sit on my lap and
yeah.
tell me the story.
It's a real rom-com
Santa.
kind of a movie. Yeah.
Between the chair massages and the strippers and the you haven't had
And
that-
freckled-faced nuns.
Pass the
Freckle-faced
basket.
nuns.
Freckle face nun.
Good night. But honestly, you put all that together.
Actually,
that's
I did Google redheaded freckled-faced nun in Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay.
I don't know what comes up.
She lied to me.
Freckled-faced bank robber rips off Jersey City Bank.
Oh.
We have a dermatologist and the nun who once locked horns with corrupt Jersey City. Women sentenced for crime spree robbing banks dressed as a nun. There's a theme here. A lot of bank robbers and nuns go hand in hand. Maybe she was looking to rob a bank.
Maybe
instead.
somebody didn't give enough to the plate.
To the basket.
Maybe.
Fill the basket.
Maybe they got into the wrong habit.
The bad habit. Woo, bad habit. Stories from a redheaded stepchild.
We're just one pun after another here.
Mm.
Boy, are you gonna get kicked right in the rear end when you leave here.
What?
She's like,
Oh,
what
no.
did you get me into?
Good.
This is fine.
Yeah.
You know, all those other radio shows you're gonna go on? I
Not as
guarantee you they're gonna be nothing like this.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. Listen, I'm a Jersey girl. Born in Point Pleasant, lived here my whole life, went to college here. I'm used to just about all of it.
Yeah.
I used to gig in a bar on Arnold Avenue, actually, the 709 room, the bar and the restaurant there. I used to do gigs there with a band, blues band.
Okay.
I love the blues.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Obviously, you do too.
Everybody
Mhm.
does. Everybody.
You'd be surprised.
That's the old Point Pleasant.
That's right.
Yep. As opposed to everything down by
The
Ken's
beach.
Landing and the boardwalk. Although I do like seeing shows at Jenks. I enjoy that. It's a nice setting.
Yeah.
You know, the ocean behind you, the beach, the fake palm trees.
Yeah,
Tiki
throws
bar.
me.
Tiki bar is
That
cool.
just throws me.
Martell.
Yeah.
Fake palm trees. in
Yeah.
Point
I know,
Pleasant.
right?
I just,
Yeah.
Now there's
Natural.
a bar in Ocean City, Maryland called Secrets.
Yeah.
Where they actually put a huge white canvas, almost like it looks like a huge circus tent, but it's only over top of this outdoor bar, and the guy spends a couple $100,000 every year on palm trees and has them planted in
Wow.
the sand because out the bar backs out to the bay where you can get waiter or waitress service and float around in a tube and they'll come out to you there, you know. But I always stick inside because I don't float.
You don't float.
Look at me, I'm huge. I don't float
Why wouldn't you float?
because can't float in that water.
He's not a witch.
Yeah,
Oh, they think- yeah, don't they sing?
Do I
They
look like a
sing,
witch?
don't they? Or
floats on water, small rocks.
Small rock.
Sorry, taking me back to Monty Python. Okay, earthsharenj.org if you want to go to the event. Doors open at 6:30. What time does it actually start?
First,
7.
first band starts playing at 7.
Yeah. We're gonna have, again,
Okay.
we got welcome, and hopefully Lee will be up on stage right before 7, just welcoming everybody and
You gotta,
thanking everybody for coming out and helping support.
Lee's the man.
He's the man. You got to get in there early. You got to get your T-shirts. You
Yeah.
got to get your food. You got to get your drink. You got to
Yeah.
get your space.
Space
Yeah.
at the Pony.
It
No,
was-
but we were talking before about that. I emceed in a benefit for the Epilepsy Foundation of New Jersey there, and
Paint the pony purple.
first year we were there, yes, and the first year we were there were maybe 100, 150 people there. By the time I was done, the third or fourth year, because they used to have a big auction, all those kind of things. Vinnie Martell from Vanilla Fudge would come out,
I put it in,
and so he would auction off guitars that he signed. There was all kinds of things, and the last one I did was, I think there was like 600 people there
Wow.
by the end of the
That's great.
throughout the day, and it was packed, so not too bad. I like
Yeah.
that. Are you having a silent auction?
So I was
or
gonna say that we should bring that up. We actually have an Epiphone Les Paul special that we're giving away and that we're raffling off. And to make it a little special, we had an Asbury Park artist, Allison Clark. She painted it, so she did a custom paint job
Oh, nice.
on it. Yeah. So really nice little funky paint job that kind of incorporates just the environment and Jersey ecosystem and everything, but it's done by a local artist. So that's going to be a raffle that we're giving away, and that's at the end of the night.
All right.
That is the raffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
That is it.
50-50 or
Yeah, well, there is a 50-50 that night, but it's part of a bigger 50-50 because we have our big event, which raises money for us, is on May 17th at the marketplace in Long Branch.
Okay.
And that's where we have over 100 auction items. And we've got 50-50 that we start selling at this event.
When
We'll
is
be
that?
drawn then. That is May 17th in Long
Oh,
Branch.
okay.
That's our big event for the night. That's the event that keeps our doors open.
Okay.
But that's a fun one. But yeah, so this particular event, it's about the music, it's about the nonprofits, it's about raising awareness for them. We don't want to detract too many things going on, gets people to lose focus on what the evening's about. So we want to keep it to what it's about. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary.
That's great.
One of the things that will be happening that night is we do have a company that gave us a matching challenge that they will put up $12,500. If we raise $12,500, we are just over $7,000 towards that goal right now. So we may have a tree up there so that people can take an envelope off the tree and fill it before they leave, and see how much closer we can get to that $25,000 total.
Nice.
There's little things like that, but the night is about connecting music with the environment and making good things happen.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Well, we got a minute left. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. This is a great opportunity to come out and spread the word. So
Yeah,
really
thanks.
appreciate it.
Thank you for hanging out with us, and thank you for your patience with us. I appreciate you coming down to talk about that. Again, Earthshare New Jersey rocks the Stone Pony on Ocean Avenue in Asbury Park, New Jersey, March 23rd, 6:30 p.m. Doors open. First act was on at $7. $20 for adults, $12 for students. A little more at the door. So a little more at the door.
Mm.
Little
You're-
more at
You're
the
a
door.
poet and you don't
Little
even
more.
know it.
Okay. Or chairnj.org if you want tickets in advance. You can get them that way. Don't forget, The Dirty Shine has an album coming out hopefully in April. Right?
By
Yeah.
April.
Good.
By April,
Good. And Paula, you have this event.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Don't go away because I got to give you stuff.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
But next week we have the WAG coming in
Mhm.
to sit down with us here on Rock On Radio next Sunday night. So we look forward to that.
Mhm.
All right, you got anything? I'll take that as a no.
Bell tolls.
Actually, we have our 10th anniversary.
Oh, the gala.
The gala
Yeah.
coming up November 8th
Hmm.
at the Mercer County.
Nice.
Mercer
I
Oaks.
just saw you
Oh,
post
okay.
that. Yeah.
Put that out there. Yeah, have a cookie, will you?
Yeah, he's tearing
We're done,
into the
right?
cookies.
We're done here?
Yep,
We're done?
he's
Yeah.
eating. Watch him.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Claire, you didn't find Tanya, the redheaded freckle-faced nun.
Thankfully.
That should be a child. That should be a kid. That should be a
Right,
kid's book.
Danny, I know a place.
There's a gaggle of nuns.
Yeah. That's what they're called. That is what
Don't
they're
wear
called.
whatever you want. Don't worry.
All right. Until next week, rock on.